Welcome to Bill's Bridge Corner, Thursday, February 20th, 2014, Class 120, the Demand 2 Club Bid, Part 2. Yesterday, I mentioned that the challenges of opening 2 clubs are that the bidding gets rather forced and you get to a high level quite easily before you even can find out what the trump suit is. We need to look at some of the challenges of the 2 club opening bid. The major challenge of handling a 2 club opening bid is there's not enough room for slam exploration. You're already at the 2 level, and after responders, response is even higher up. And of course, the opener wants to be sure to get the game, so he may need to jump. When an opener has a big hand and he jumps, there's even less space available for looking toward slam. Opener suit is not shown until a second round of bidding. That's an issue that needs to be addressed. The solution is the Kokish Relay. Kokish is a gentleman from Canada, and he came up with this solution. This approach requires, for the most part, the responder to respond 2 diamonds even with the positive response. 2 diamond waiting in all cases. There are some versions of Kokish Relay using other responses other than 2 diamonds, or we may choose to ignore it if there's a positive response and just know that it's a big hand. But what follows, I'm going to presume the bidding goes 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, and we'll go from there. Openers rebid after 2 clubs, 2 diamonds are 2 hearts shows a strong and balanced hand with 25 or more high card points, or a strong hand with hearts and possibly a second suit. 2 spades is a strong hand with spades, possibly a second suit. 2 no trump shows a balanced hand 22 to 24 points as you see it done normally. 3 clubs and 3 diamonds is showing a suit and is forcing, is pretty much what you would play normally. 3 hearts and 3 spades are natural, but they are game forcing bids showing 1 suit and setting a game forcing situation. Note the large difference between 2 no trump and 3 no trump response. And 4 no trump is even bigger. And maybe the last 2 are in your dreams, but the concept is 25 up to about 30, you rebid 2 hearts, and we'll go from there. What happens after 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts? Well, first of all, 2 hearts must be alerted as to what it means, and responder should relay 2 spades, which is also alerted. It gives opener a chance to rebid, thus further describing his hand. Responder may be able to break the relay with a particular hand, which we'll cover shortly, but assuming he bids 2 spades. Then opener describes his hand further as follows. 2 no trump shows 25 to 27 high card points balanced, and as such it's game forcing. 3 no trump shows an even stronger hand, 28 to 30 high card point balanced, and I guess it's technically speaking not forcing, but it doesn't take much for responder to get to slam. 3 clubs and 3 diamonds shows hearts plus that minor and is 100% forcing, showing a 2-suited hand. 3 hearts shows a 1-suited hand, and responder is allowed to pass with a bust. What would it take for the responder to break the relay and respond after 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts with something else? He should have a 7-card suit or a strong 6-card suit with nothing else. 3 clubs is a transfer to diamonds. The big hand always wants to be the hidden hand of the declare. 3 diamonds is a transfer to hearts. 3 hearts is a transfer to spades. And 3 spades is a transfer to clubs. Remember, everything is a transfer. Opener's bid after responder breaks the relay. He must show if he has a fit or not, basically. After the sequence here, with a balanced hand, responder should bid the suit, which is 100% forcing if he has a balanced hand. The cheapest suit shows a 2-suited hand plus spades because he's shown hearts already if he's not balanced. Now the other possibility is with possibly a second suit. It's very similar to the sequence you play without the Kokish Relay. Responder should relay 2 no trump, but he may raise to 3 spades with a fit because he hasn't shown any strength particularly. He can even splinter at the 4 level with a fit and shortage. Opener then rebids after the relay as follows. He bids a second suit if he has one. Otherwise, he rebids spades, which responder can pass with a bust, but unlikely. What about sequences after any sequence that ends up at 2 no trump or 3 no trump? Sometimes partnerships forget the obvious, and they may want to search for a suit contract and or possibility of a slam. So what do you agree? Here's a simple approach. Anything that ends up at 2 no trump, 3 clubs is stamen, and you can choose to play puppet stamen if you want. Most people play straight stamen over 2 no trump, whatever version. You can play puppet stamen. If you do, I would suggest you use a standard one. It won't work very well with the Cohen version because you don't have the option of 2 different versions of stamen. 4 clubs is Gerber, asking for aces. 3 diamonds and 3 hearts is a Jacoby transfer to the major suit, while 3 spades is minor suit stamen. Other no trump bids are natural. After 3 no trump, it's almost the same situation. 4 clubs now is stamen, not Gerber. If you need Gerber, you use 5 clubs, super Gerber. 4 diamonds and 4 hearts are Jacoby transfer. Pretty straightforward. 4 spades is a minor suit stamen. Well, I hope you've got a feeling for the demand 2 club bid and its consequences. Be sure you and your partner check the convention card and work out your appropriate bidding sequences. Tomorrow we're going to go back to playing the hand. We're going to get into a series on the squeeze for several classes. Look forward to squeezing you. See you tomorrow.